Alaska. It's kind of cold today. There's actually like frozen ice in the water. So we're gonna be starting off with going to like a haunted walk, something my aunt wants to do. So we're gonna do that first. The second thing, then we're gonna go on like a tour of the city. So that's the itinerary today.
So imagine, if you will, my loves, that you have all just stepped off of a boat. A little shimmy shake! Now, believe it or not, this was the largest of the 10 brothels in our red light district back during the gold rush. Now, back then, the Skagway Inn had a bar, a saloon on the ground floor, and the brothel, of course, was upstairs on the second floor. Gets up that mountain every decade or so, touches up that sign, keeps it looking pretty good.
Hey, sweetie, what was your name?
Oh, I'm Maddie Betty. Adam Bettina, she's...
She is still turned on.
This is one of 2 original lanterns that actually hung outside of the Red Onion Saloon all the way back in 1898. Promised, everything now on this side of that doorway you just stepped through is original structure dating all the way back to 1897.
The Madam's room. Madam Cerrone.
She got a big old
Yeah, she got a big old room.
9 times big. That's why it was $1,000.
I like that tour, cause
Yeah, that tour was very nice.
and especially with me being a dancer, learning the history and stuff. It was very, very insightful. Okay, y'all, so we're back at the hotel. We're just chilling out because I think we're gonna be leaving in probably about 35 minutes before we have to get on the tour bus. I'm changing my shoes because my feet hurt. You look like a couch potato.
They actually have a beautiful nursery at the top of town because they know how to garden in the long, weird days that we have up here.
Okay.
They grow these wild strawberries that taste like candy.
Oh, wow.
Because you can study Tlingit at the University of Alaska.
Oh.
So it's one of the many languages that is not going extinct. And you know, we have a few thousand people that come every summer to work the ship season. We're just 1,000 people. There's no way we can do it all ourselves.
Right.
Up in the mountain tops. It's nice and windy now. Oh, there's a little outhouse, you guys. This is an outhouse. Look how cute.
Looks like a bunch of hokey Halloween decorations, you know?
It does.
They're mostly headboards instead of headstones because everyone was broke and they didn't know you. They weren't going to use their money for your headstone. So you're kind of lucky to get married at all.
So today has been an interesting day. The walk around town and learning about like the brothels and everything, which I felt like was so on brand for me, specifically because me being a dancer, stripped for a little bit, and just learning like about brothels and like what they did to the women, and like just a whole bunch of things that were like really, really dark, to be honest. And I'm not trying to let the mood down because I'm pretty sure like this is gonna be like a fun, vibey like trip, but I do want to sit here and talk about what I learned today. And sex work, I have always said on my channel that this is a positive place for sex workers, and it's always going to be that. When it comes to stripping, pole would not be a thing without strippers. You know, going into what these girls went through is so sad. I don't know if I got a video of it. We were standing in kind of like a back alleyway, and she was explaining how during the trade and sex trade and stuff, like there were women that were brought there obviously non-willingly and as young as like 10 years old, and that is maddening. That's insane. Even still today in age, this is still a thing that happens. And this is just a message to, you know, you goddesses out there, especially when it comes to traveling. I am with my family and I'm someone that is very aware of my surroundings and stuff like that, but with that being said, always be aware of your surroundings. She was telling a story about how back then syphilis was a thing that it was common, you know, back then. There was this woman very known for giving back to her community, was taking a walk around the town. There was a woman that was pretty much on the verge of death, and people were just walking over her, not paying her any mind, but this woman actually picked her up and brought her back home. And she did pass after a couple of days, but she nursed her as much as she could to health before passing. This woman actually had a funeral for this woman. Now I want to make this clear, like, sex workers were not looked at as positive. It was a negative thing. Like churches, people, everyone looked down on sex workers, and even still today that is still a thing. This is the 1800 and we're in 2024 and this is still a thing. And I think that was the one thing that she did say that's still happening. But the thing that was crazy that she mentioned in explaining everything, when it came to the women that had syphilis or had any type of STDs, they would brand them, and the way that they would brand them is, got what kind of metal it was, but obviously it was set on fire, and they would brand their face. And that was how you can tell that they were like dirty, how you can tell that they obviously had a disease. And the craziest part, they wouldn't brand men who are giving these women these diseases. The point of me saying this is like, this is still something that happens today and age, as women are the ones that like are looked at as whores, sluts, and all that and more. And when it comes to STDs and stuff like that, if y'all know the actual history behind STDs, again, I just want to sit here and just bring awareness, you know what I'm saying? And it was, like I said, was so on brand. I had a great time just learning about the stories of the town of Alaska and stuff like that. You know, we have come a long way, but we're still not as far as I wish we could be. So I'm currently in the process of editing this video, and I wanted to share something that actually happened when we get back to Seattle. Got off the flight to Seattle. You know how like there's an area that you can go to for like Lyft? There was a woman that was standing outside trying to give people rides. And I just want to sit here and say this. My mom can be a really, really nice person. Thankfully, I am not nice. This woman was like, oh, like I can give you a ride, like I work with Uber, and she showed us the app of Uber, but something in my gut and my feelings did not feel right about this person. And just because she was a woman, that does not mean anything. When it comes to the conversation that we're having right now, sex traffic and stuff like that, it is a real thing that happens even still today, because it's one of the oldest trades. Point blank period, I looked to my mom, she turned around, she's like, are you comfortable? I started getting sweaty, I had that gut feeling, I was not feeling good, you know, because she started guiding us to her car, and I said no, and I immediately turned around. The moment that I walked away from that woman, I felt so much better. And I heard the woman say to me, she's like, oh, what's wrong, baby? I just ignored the hell out of her. This is a serious topic. I don't want to just brush over this because during this trip, it was very informational. I just wanted to really, really share this with you goddesses because this is a thing that still happens today. Sit here and say on a positive note, she was talking about how these women, they were making bank. When it comes to like the brothels that they were in, they wouldn't be there for very long. Only there for like 2 years before everything like changed and switched up and stuff like that. Anyway, with that all being said, tonight is my birthday dinner and we are going to Wonderland. I'm really excited for Wonderland. The walk, the ghost tour, they served us champagne. And let me sit here and tell y'all, if you know me on a personal level, you know I do not drink. If you don't know me on a personal level, I do not like to drink. I do not like alcohol, and I'm gonna explain why. The reason I don't like to drink and I do not like alcohol is because I don't like that burning sensation that people just like kind of like, they don't care about, and that's not the point of drinking. For me, I never understood it. I don't like drinking something that burns my fucking throat and esophagus. I don't like it. There was champagne that they served on the walk tour that we went, and it was like a salmon pink champagne. I don't even know what, I took a video of it. Y'all, that was the best champagne I ever had. I didn't have to drink it with nothing else. I drank it just as like, she gave me a little bit and I drank all of it. It was so good. It didn't burn my throat. It didn't burn my stomach. It was the best champagne I ever had. Okay, I am not a drinker, but I will drink the fuck out of that, okay? I think it's like 3 o'clock right now. Let me check. 3:14. I have a couple of hours before we go to dinner. I've been editing for a couple of hours. It is 4:57, so I'm about to start getting ready because we have to be there at like 6:15. So I'm gonna hop in the shower, put on my makeup, and get mad cute for din tonight. So I'll see you at Wonderland. Oh, that's probably the magic water.
Oh, okay.
The magic water.
Yeah. Not coming out.
She stuck your take your tongue in first. Your tongue in.
Stick your tongue in. But it's a very hint of the tomato. Very good.
Very interesting. I like
It'll
it.
probably clean our insides.
Rodney, you ain't gonna try?
Crab, those are crab cones.
I gotta swallow it.
The other shrimp is. The shrimp is good. I really like this one. It's the best.
That's what I did. I had
Better than the crab one?
I had to bring me out a whole bunch of them shits.
More appetizer coming.
Oh, yeah.
We have, I bring 7 appetizers.
Take this with the scallop.
That's pretty tasty. I like that. That was tasty. It's like doughy.
You ate the liver, baby. That was the total.
I was gonna, is the sushi good?
Yeah, it's pretty good. It's very, very flavorful.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
They're like, ooh, titty balls.
Oh, they do.
I'm gonna do the sorbet now. Clean my palate.
Somebody's turning 16, sweet 16 today. Yeah?
Oh my god, I'm turning 30.
Oh, she's 30.
Okay, I'm 60.
Abracadabra.
Oh, you did it! This is like a few hours after dinner. Damn, my hair is getting...
Ow! Jump scare.
We had some Moscato at dinner. The food was really good at dinner. I really liked it. Walking around, I went to play some games again. I want to make friends, but it's like, here's a few things. It's an older crowd here, which there's kids obviously here too. But when it comes to like people my age, there are some people that are my age, but it's like they're rare to find. And I want to walk around and meet people, but like I have not like found anyone. But I'm like, if it's meant to happen, it's meant to happen. Like I'm not ever going to force anything. I'm having such a great time with my family and everything, but I'm like, damn, like I just kind of want to make a friend. And I don't know what it is about me and like making friends or whatever, but then I'm like, okay, it's probably me too, because I'm not in the right spaces. I just don't know where to go either. Me being in here by myself isn't gonna like solve anything, and I'm like, I could walk around, but I just don't know where to go. I know I'm a social person and I know I can talk to people. It doesn't make me sad enough to like cry about it, because it's like I have friends. Like all of my friends hit me up for my birthday and everything, which I was like really happy about. It kind of just sucks to not have any friends. You know, maybe at some point like I'll meet someone and connect with them and vibe with them, and we can like talk and become friends or something. But anyway, thank you so much for tuning in, and I will see y'all in the next video. Bye bye.